Hey everybody, Koosemose here, back again with Forever Stranded. First off, I would have liked to apologize for the debacle that was last episode. Just after dying so many times that whole thing, I was so frustrated with it. Well, frustration led to more death, which led to more frustration, and it was just well, as I said, debacle. So, I did finally manage to claim some stuff. We have the Inscriber Logic Press, Silicon Press, Engineering Press, and... I was worried there for a second, I lost it. And the Calculation Press. And we've got a few other random things. Grab some of the spatial pylons. I have a storage cell. A spatial cell. I'm wondering if there's anything in this. It'll be a while before we get around to finding out, but it could be interesting. So, we'll get to that here in a little bit. I did also, finally, this actually was previously, but I kind of got into the whole meteor thing before I remember to show it off. These finally grew into crystals, and we get our choice. I think I'll just take slightly rarer one, I guess. Alright, so let us put that guy up. And what do we need to do? Meteor compass we've done, of course. Vibration chamber. Okay, we have not done that. Let us recall how to make a vibration chamber. It is this vibration chamber. Well, that's pretty bloody easy. And boop. I have no idea what a vibration chamber does. I'm going to assume it needs power. Just going to kind of pop it down somewhere and look at the interface. Okay, it looks like it is used to generate power for AE. Alright, that's cool and all. But as long as I can hook it up to my system, I don't really care about generating power on its own. Let's actually look at that. Needs power, there's a way, right. And we get both of these. Excellent. Let us again put up our pure quartz. Check the chest. Oh yay, cobble. I mean, that would have been pretty good at the start of the game, but not so much now. Alright, and next, an inscriber. I believe that is... Let's check. Of course, things dying. Always lovely. Oh yes, I'd wanted to show off different ways to make slime. We did end up doing that, so I should have... Well, actually now I have a fair bit of slime because I've been running some infested leaves through everything. I needed more slime than that, sir. So, we can go ahead and just slime these guys up. And... you just want like 5 iron, this guy, and boom, inscriber. I'll show off how all these work once we get a little more full setup. Now, do we need this for anything? To actually make these things, I did. It's a crafting task. Can I maybe? I don't think I got one of those. Okay, that's fine. So let us actually, just because I don't feel like going and hooking things up to power, let's just set you like here maybe. Let's see if this works like this. We will stick in some charcoal if I find any. Just take a whole stack of it. I haven't needed it near as much as I did before. Okay, and that doesn't transmit power there, so perhaps I have to use... where are they? Glass cable. We've got the light blue. I got some of it from that place, so... Now do you have... maybe you need... Okay, let's try this out. We've got a silicon press. We'll take that and grab ourselves some silicon. Just 5 is good. Let's see if this works. Okay, it is in fact working. It may not need that, it just doesn't show power on the tooltip. Okay, it's nice to know. So, we've got that working. And of course we've got several of those things. The, printed engineering. A few actual engineering processors. Those the only processors I got? I think so. Also, I think one of those chests, I don't remember if it's one I got on camera, but had some seeds in it. So that's cool, I suppose. So, we want an ME chest. Which is right here. Needs a terminal, which needs... Oh, we've got some of those panels. Excellent. Some glass, some cable. Okay, we can make this guy. So, panel... We've got the cables. I don't know if those will work. We shall find out. And I should have a bit of glass. Just take all of it. What am I missing here? Oh, right. Okay, so I need some logic processors. That would be the logic press. And way more gold than I needed. Alright. You're doing fine. I really wish this would do more at once. Perhaps, if I grab myself a chest, I've got several of them. Don't really want to use a trap chest, just in case it does something weird. And this is just going to be a temporary kind of rig. So, that, and that. Let us try it like so. Okay, connects up. That's good. Will it go in that side? Aha, yes it will. Excellent. So I can work on other things while that's running. That being the case, let's just put in like 5 of you. That's good and dandy. So, what else do we have to work on, that being the case? Ah, I wanted to make some crafters. Those will be useful. We've got several uses for those. But we'll need this, these guys, some of our iron, and a crafting table. So it should just be as easy as... Did I grab the wrong thing? There we go. So I don't have to make 2, I want 2. It is not quite. But we do like so. So now the crafter, I meant to play around with this a little bit, but we say hook it up to something like this. See if we can do like that. That could be interesting. And so I can tell, for example, that this is how you make iron bars. Put those in there, got iron bars. Now take like, oops, half of those and tell it this, this is how you make iron mesh. And now, can we pull things in? Yes, we can. And now all we need to do is pipe in iron. And we will get iron mesh. So I pull this out, another iron mesh. That will be very useful for keeping this system going a little more reliably. Conveniently just had one of those in there, that's great. Okay, so I'm going to switch over for a moment to these guys. Let's pop these out. Got. Why are you not finishing? Logic circuit, logic. little confused here. Just take that off to try to... Oh, that's a little weird. Did you just... It ran out of power, I bet. Okay. It's my bad. So I think this is something like this. Let's see how this goes. Yes, there's our logic processor. So let's put the logic back in there. Put our gold back in here, so it wasn't working, sadly enough. So we've got to continue on with whatever's next. Ah, packing tape. So, let us see here. We need... Ah yes, the reason I want to make packing tape is I kind of want to adjust some of these around. I kind of want to do, I think it's called Huffman coating, so that the more used stuff is closer to the front. So like, this goes all the way back here, this will shuffle back a little bit, that kind of thing. So we can make packing tape. And let us look at that real quick. Like so. We need some form of slime ball. Let us see if I have any. Yeah, there we go. And what else was it? Paper. We've got plenty of paper, or at least paper sources. Actually, we have plenty of paper itself. Excellent. So, boom. Take the packing tape. I don't know actually if it works on these, but I'm going to try it. So I want to move this. And I take my pick, which I've put here, and rather than spilling all over the place, it actually keeps the contents. So I can, for example, take this, break that one. Now, do they tell me what they have in them? No, they don't, but that's the first spot one would have went, and boom. Now I can shuffle things around. Like, I probably want nether quartz closer to the front. I'm not doing this the most efficient way possible. It's okay. So we can assume this is the first one picked up. Yes. And we can sort things around as needed. Very, very useful. And I'll go in here for now. Did I took that off. Oh, good lord, this is just not my day, is it? There we go. Now you should be working. Please. There you go. Okay. Took long enough to get that going. So, finally, we have... Actually, I'm going to skip ahead to the void upgrade, because I've been having a problem. I've been trying to just shuffle things around to make do. So, we should have the pieces for that in here. And the issue is in here, this thing gets, like it is right now, completely full. So that means more than likely, if we hop downstairs, all the way down. Okay, so you're still working. So for now, they're still working. But if we look at these guys, this isn't running anymore, which means we're not making sand. And this is going to clog up probably sooner than later. It doesn't have enough slots for every potential output. So, all we do is pop our void upgrade here. And see it has that little like swirly emblem. That means when we put anything in there, or well, flint, because that's what it holds, if it's already full, it just goes away. So that will slowly empty out. Fast enough? Probably. So yeah, I had a few troubles where that would stop running for a bit. And basically would stop running until I got around to looking into it. And take stuff out, and it's just kind of a mess. Alright, so that's done. Now we can go ahead and put this, this, and this. Now here's a question. Can you do that? Will you put things in the right spots? Okay, that's in. Anything else? It does not seem to be the case. Go ahead, shuffle that around. No? Okay. And I'm also out of silicon, so there's that. Let us put our silicon press in. And get some more silicon. Let's let it do like as much of this as it can while we're doing other business. There we go. Get a whole mess of these guys. Presumably. So, we've got that taken care of. And that is... Alright, so we're now making a bit more complex stuff. We want a turret base. And that is a very complex one, I believe. We need tier 2, I believe. Did I not write that down? Yeah, tier 2. Okay, good. And first off, that needs a capacitor bank, which we have one. It needs our electrical steel. Let's just take all of this. And the capacitor. Okay, so obviously we're missing things. These 3 center guys. So we need redstone, gold, and some iron, I believe. So, 2 of these guys. Probably going to be more of these guys, but do this step by step. Alright, we need wood. That's 1, 2. We'll of course need another of these. And that is our turret base. So next, we need a turret. Which turret? Well, the one from Open Modular Turrets. Which is the gun turret, I believe. Let's double check that. Gun turret. So let's actually narrow our search down so we only see that. There we go. There's also the immersive engineering one, but I doubt we're going to have to make a base for one type of gun and then something else entirely. So we'll assume this is the correct thing. And this is another kind of complex one. We need 2 barrels, which means 2 wooden barrels, which means we need stone. Alright. Oops, wrong thing. We just want 2 of them, though. Or do we? Chamber. Ah, yes. Chamber is slightly different from a barrel in crafting recipe. Just only slightly, though. I think this is everything. Alright, I have no idea how this works or how it's powered. I will grab this guy just to give it a try. Oh good, it is night. Okay, there we go. Apparently hitting the door with... Oh, good lord. Hitting the door with my wrench kind of messed it up a little bit. So, I don't see anybody around. That's remarkably surprising. Oh, there they are. So, let us try this out. I don't know what this fires or anything like that. So, we'll set... my stairs are on this side. We want to be on that side, so... Alright, and... like that, I think. Now, what does it fire? Let's check turrets. You fire. Okay, reasonably enough, you fire bullets. Let's go make some of those. And see how our silicon is progressing. So, we've got silicon going very nicely. Alright, let's take a momentary break from this. Take these out. And get one of you going up. That's not right. And I'll probably go ahead and pop another one out real quick. And there we go. That should be everything we need there. And so we want some aluminum and some iron and gunpowder, I think. What does our aluminum look like? Like that. And not mop drops. There we go. Is that right? Electrical steel, not. Okay. Electrical steel and conductive iron, I think. Okay, so let's go pop some bolts in there. Set this back to what we had it doing. Is our silicon press and our silicon. Okay, so we get to try some shooting stuff. I don't really care about the shooting, but might be fun to see it in action, right? So let's head over here. We've got a couple things for him to shoot. Guess we just put the bullets in here. Woo! Woo! That's nice. It's loud though. Why did it sound like that? Okay, that's kind of cool. You know what? That might be kind of decent to set up in like some of the dungeon places. Excuse me, how did you get down there, sir? Where's my sword? Careful. There's somewhere things are spawning, and I don't like it. Alright. Let's see about picking these guys up. So, we just tell you what drop turrets. They went down there apparently. Drop the base. Okay. Drop the base. Anyways. Alright, there's our bits. We'll go put those up. And get ourselves a bite to eat. And then we can see about making our ME chest. Wondering why we're making an ME chest. It's for one of the mini quests. So I'm going to call this miscellaneous. It's completely not accurate at all. But guess what? I don't care. I mean, it's obviously powered by... Okay, that's not quite done. Anyways, we wanted an ME chest. I don't actually want it, but, you know, it's for stuff. So these... okay. We need... What is it like? Let's get some of this. A little of this. How much do we have? Like 8? Close enough. I think we want to grind these guys up. And 8. Wrong room. Well, we can grab food while we're in here. Nice cup of espresso. And we'll carry something with us for later. Actually, I already have food for later. Whoops, my bad. So, those should be ground up. We've got everything but the redstone. A bucket of water, and let us get some kind of blocks. Let us use the sand we have entirely too much of. Well, that won't work, right? The dirt, rather. So, kind of just pop this here. Bucket of dirt down. Bucket of dirt. What? And I believe those guys should go together, right? Let's double check that, because I've forgotten completely already. Was it crystals? One other quartz redstone. Oh, did it wrong. Whoopsies. Okay, let's try this again. Can I make this back into... Nope. Okay. Well, what do I use you for? Quartz glass. Okay, so... My bad. Don't need that or that. We need these guys. And whole nether quartz, I suppose. So let us do that. Is that right? Perfect. Alright, so optimally we want to turn these into pure just to make them go a little further. But I don't have time for that now. I mean, I technically have as much time as I need, but more accurately, I don't want to wait for that. Okay, so formation cores, flux dust, and annihilation cores, also flux dust. I'm going to assume each one of those makes one. Yeah, looks that way. Alright. I didn't really have everything for this ready because there's so much new stuff to make, and I didn't really expect. Let's go ahead and use our... No, let's not use the pures because we don't need to. Why do it, right? And I think I might need some of this. Alright, so make 2 of you and 2 of you. So now we've got everything we need for this. Excellent. Next up is just a bit of iron, which I don't have, obviously, because I didn't think I'd be able to get the bits to make this. And glass cables. Do I have... Okay, so obviously the blue ones don't work. I've got 2 in here. And this is an ME chest. Alright, so for now, it's getting put up. I'll show off the whole thing later. Let's get a little bit of this. Can at least get that cooking, right? So that goes in the middle, right? And it should be just fine? Yeah, so I'll still have to put stuff in. Okay, so the reason I was making that, I don't know I showed off, was 1k ME cell for this quest. Alright, so ME cell, 1k. We need one of these guys, which means... Okay, that's easy enough. And a little bit of this. So let's pop some more of these guys in, keep you going. And boom, 1k storage component. And you want quartz glass, which I've got some here, but I don't know if that's the quartz glass I want to use. Well, what I can do is grab some... Oh, alright, never mind, quartz glass right here. Excellent. Still need everything else. And finally, 1k storage cell. So I now could, if I wanted to, and if I wanted to run like the entire kind of system, I could take my ME chest, pop it like, say, here, put our storage cell in, and how do I open you up? Click on the top. Yeah, now it stores potentially a whole lot of items. We don't really want to do this, though. I mean, we can go ahead and put some stuff in there just to have it on hand, but its position's a little hard to use. But what this does is open up more things. And I think, actually, you know what? Before we go, there's one thing I got a couple episodes ago, or between episodes, a couple episodes ago or something. I somehow had some zombies spawn down here, and they killed the engineer here. So instead, we have a shady merchant who is apparently selling nether stars. Let's try this out. I don't know if he'll work. Is that just a straight up legit nether star? Do I really have a way to get nether stars without having to deal with the wither? If that's the case, this is incredible. Like, you're just gonna give me as many of these as I want? Still got our old librarian. So, assuming these are legit nether stars, this is awesome for us. So, that is kind of the starting setup for our AE system. Once we get through the other quests, we'll see about making it into a proper AE system. And I do hope you enjoyed. Oh. It's a... Why is it... Interesting. Anyways, I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to let me know in the comments. Just let me know what you think in general. But, until next time, catch you later.